Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off with a measly dessert. This is Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there was a rant on Burger King. Today, or tonight, is a rant on. Well, it's not a rant. It's an explanation of how Clarence is a ripoff of Edda and Eddy. It was requested by MTV Videos, a YouTube channel, so that's why it's only here because of his request. If one wants to request a special video, please do so in the comments below. Alright, now to the video. The threesome group, Clarence, Jeff, and Sumo, are kind of a ripoff of Ed, Double D, and Eddie in some way. They're not exactly, but they're kind of. Like, it's obvious that Sumo is Double D. Let's see. Except this is at an elementary school level. Like, these characters are in elementary school, not middle school. What else? So, like, Ed could be seen as Sumo. Sumo's Ed. Clarence is kind of like Eddie, except he's not selfish and greedy. Okay. So this threesome, they go on all these misadventures, kind of. And they're all trying to, like, rule the school. Well, they go to a school, just like they do in Ed and Eddy. And then they're trying to rule the school pretty much. Except it doesn't fail as much, but they just hang out together. They do everything together. They're not like the rest of the kids. That's what probably makes it kind of like Ed and Eddy, except it's not 100% that way. Oh, yeah. All the kids in the school are pretty much like the rest of the neighborhoods from the Ed and Eddy cul-de-sac. Like, Percy is kind of like Jimmy, except that he is a friend or an acquaintance of Clarence. Belson is kind of like Kevin, but except that he's friendlier than Kevin and he's not as much of a jerk. Which it kind of is a positive. It can be a positive or negative, depends on how one views on it, though. Sorry, this is going to be a review, not a rant. It just is a topic that cannot have its fingers laid on. So let's look. Sarah, there is really no character for Sarah. Naz, Naz is like Naz is like some of the girls such as Amy in the show. Naz can represent pretty much all the girls in the show. Pretty much. All the girls don't really have a personality in the show, except that they're just young little preteens. That's all one can evaluate when they're watching the show. They're just preteens that are like every other girl, and that they're giggly, and that they're immature. So that's all there really is to say about them. The plots, yeah, they're similar to Ed and Eddy because one's going on a misadventure, and they're going on misadventures. They're doing a bunch of cool stuff that no one else really does in the show. It's just them because they're the main characters, not the other characters. Let's see. Johnny, there's really no character like Johnny at all. There's really no cankers, so it only like copied it might nobody knows for sure if it copied Ed and Eddy or not, but it could have copied it in a few ways of half the characters and the plots. The plots, well, it kind of did in a way, it kind of didn't. It's just a little difficult to explain. But it's about them going on misadventures, having the experience of their lives, causing trouble, trying to fix stuff and do whatever. So it's a little bit similar to Ed and Eddy, one could say. But there really just isn't much to say in this video. The reason why one would think it would ultimately, the reason why one would think it had copied Ed and Eddy is because of the threesome group of Clarence, Jeff, and Sumo, all like the three Eds, or like a few of the characters and the plots. it hasn't. It's only like copied half of Ed, Edd n Eddy. It hasn't copied a lot of it, so it wasn't a complete ripoff. It was just kind of a copy. Is there anything else to say about this? Let's look. Got the plots, the characters. Animation, no, the animation's a lot different. What they do out of school, kind of in a way, because it is adventuresome and it is fun what they're doing. Not everyone does what they do, so that's all there is really to say. This isn't a very big topic to cover, so sorry if it was just rambling and yada yada yada. Sorry for yammering the whole time. Well, that's all there is to say for this review. See you on the next video. Good night. Any more requests? Please comment them below. Good night.